Hey guys, Tad here from Attack of the Killer Podcast with a new Patreon exclusive bonus video for you, the awesome attackers. As always, thanks for supporting the podcast. Thanks for listening to the podcast, first and foremost. Thanks for everything you do. Thanks for joining us on the watch parties if you do that. Thanks for watching these videos. As always, like I always say, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Jason relays any Patreon comments over to us and lets me know when you guys are watching, so I appreciate it. And yeah, let's get to it. I got more stuff, which it's Halloween season, so I'm gonna have a lot of stuff in general, always getting stuff, but this will probably come out after my video about my trip to Spirit Halloween, which I should have taken some video while I was there, but I had a friend who went to Spirit Halloween before I did and picked up a few things that I was worried about selling out. So I'm going to show off a few things. My friend Cody, thanks as always Cody, he's a big Halloween fanatic, probably even more so than I am. He's really big into the holiday, and he collects blow molds and goes all out in the decorating, has a big party every year. Don't know if that's going to happen this year, but he went to Spirit about a week or so ago, and probably more so, actually 2 weeks maybe. And I had him look for these, and it's sort of fitting because also this should be coming out a little bit after my killer critique, so I didn't have these when I recorded that the other night. Maybe I should have waited, but these are the three masks from the movie Trick or Treat. We got the bunny, and these are from the School Bus Massacre, or School Bus, I guess you could call that, where they drive over into the bog and ravine, and excuse me, the school bus driver kills them. It's horrible, but they have the bunny without the ears, and these are hard plastic, like pretty good quality. Not the typical, not bendy plastic or vacuum form stuff. It's good stuff, and officially licensed Trick or Treat, so they're not just sort of basing it off of that. This is really what it is. As you can see, it just has this. These are a little bit different than the other ones, the monster masks, but they have the nice elastic strap and the foam in them. Nothing too fancy, but they're only $12.99 each, and they're officially from the Trick or Treat movie. So, got the bunny, got the skeleton, which is cool, and it has the mesh around the mouth to hide your mouth. Doesn't have mesh on the eyes, which is fine. I'll have to go back and look at the actual scene in the movie, because I recognize this one and the clown one and the bunny, but there's other masks that they didn't make, and I'm sort of curious why. Maybe they were a little scared of the copyright, but this is cool. It has like it's hard to see, but it has a really cool sort of paper mache texture. I think these masks in the movie were supposed to sort of be homemade and give off that crappy sort of homemade Halloween look. But obviously this one also hard plastic and a little more form-fitting. Like this one, as you can see, is just like almost like a square. It's really weird how it's done, but I think it's supposed to be sort of that old Ben Cooper style, like replicate that. And then got that, and then this one's sort of cool. It's a clown, and it has sort of that same paper mache texture. Not quite as evident as the skull, but it has a rough texture on it. Good paint on it. Again, foam in the forehead. This one doesn't have as much foam as the others. Especially the rabbit has a lot of foam in the back, but again, these are only $12.99. Paint jobs are pretty good. And it's just cool to have more Trick or Treat merch, and these are straight from the movie. I really am not sure why they didn't do the vampire. It's like my favorite in the movie is the kid in the blue and white vampire mask, and he has the cape on and stuff. There's one that's upside down. I'm trying to remember what that one was. Fans have made those masks for years, and really cool, but yeah, that's one thing you got. You also got these things that I've been looking for. These are being sold at Big Lots, and our local store did not have them, and I told him about them, and he had the day off, and he checked around and found that Galesburg, which is pretty close to us, about 45-minute drive, their Big Lots had 2 of each. And I'm very lucky because Cody's a good guy and a good friend, and he knows I collect blow molds too, because these are mini desktop blow molds based off of old vintage Halloween blow molds, which is fucking adorable. Look at these. If you don't know what blow molds are, they're those old Halloween, Christmas. They used to make them for every holiday. And probably in the 60s through the 90s, every house, that's how they decorated, had like the blow molds out in the yard. And I'll have to do a video this year of all my blow mold collection. But they're basically they call them blow molds because they're in a hollow mold, you know, and it's plastic, and they, you know, inject the plastic and blow the air into it so they're hollow. And they would put that light in the string in the back, and you plug it in. And they're a big pain in the ass to light because they take an outlet for each one where you can't connect them like you do Christmas lights or string lights, I guess you would say. But Big Lots put these out this year. They're only $12.99 each. And guess what? They light up. Really cool, especially this one. They're done with LED lights in the bottom. And if you follow Vintage Halloween Store on Instagram, he actually drilled out a hole in the back and put a traditional bulb inside. But I think this looks pretty cool, at least this. It's a little more orange in person than it shows up on my phone. It looks a little yellow on the phone, but it is very orange in person, and the cat's eyes light up. That's really cool. Yeah, for $12.99 is really cool. And then this one is a little different. It's a light changer, like a color changer. So I don't know if you can, it's not really even showing up on there, but he's bright green and goes to blue and purple. You can sort of see that a little bit. You can see the light on my face actually more so than the actual thing. Like it's green now. It's weird how it doesn't show up on the camera, but yeah, these are really adorable. I mean, they're like vintage blow molds that are for your tabletop, and they're $12.99 each. Assholes all over are buying them up and selling them on eBay for like $40 a piece because people suck, and blow molds are becoming a very hot commodity and collectible item. So thank you, Cody, for not only picking up the trick-or-treat mask, but these guys are awesome, and he picked them up at Big Lots, the only place you can get them. They're made exclusively for Big Lots. Can't buy them online anymore. They had them up for a little bit, but you can go on to biglots.com, check availability in your area, and find them. So, as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for putting up with me showing off my dumb shit all the time. And I will see you next time on Attack of the Killer Podcast. See ya.